All right guys, today is the official launch of the NVIDIA RTX 3090. It's a big day for a lot of people. I've actually driven down here to Microcenter in Tustin, California, where there is a massive line that's formed of a bunch of eager customers that are anxiously waiting for the doors to open for their chance to get one of these new GPUs. This is following about a week after the RTX 3080 launch, which was a royal disaster. A lot of bots were buying up inventory in mass quantities so that scalpers could then resell those GPUs to turn a profit, often at outrageous prices. And unfortunately, the RTX 3090 launch has not gone any better so far. I was actually up at 6 a.m. this morning to try to buy one of the cards online, and they all went out of stock instantly. It went from notify me to out of stock pretty much in a heartbeat, more or less the exact same thing that happened with the RTX 3080, so it seems like the bot army is still strong, so retailers are definitely going to have to figure out a way to circumvent that in the future. For brick and mortar stores like this one, bots are not a concern, but they do have limited supply, which means lining up early. Really early. I've also come here at a really interesting time because the third-party reviews and benchmarks for the RTX 3090 just released this morning at 6 a.m. at the same time when the cards were supposed to be available online. And so far the reviews have been somewhat polarizing. NVIDIA has really marketed the RTX 3090 as an 8K gaming capable GPU, and a lot of the benchmarks are showing that that's not necessarily the case most of the time. So it'll be interesting to hear from these people in line to see if they've seen those reviews, if it swayed their opinion about the card in any way, and also just to hear their stories and maybe even see some of them walk away from here today with an RTX 3090.
Did you cross anyone off when you were doing the... Which one is it? The MSI.
All right, what's your name?
Oh, and it's Kyle.
Your name's Kyle too?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Gotta be serious.
Nice, okay, I like you more now. How long have you been here?
We arrived here Monday night.
Monday night, and what day is it right now?
Thursday.
So you've been here for several days on end, just sleeping in line? Is that?
Yeah, we've just been chilling. It's pretty fun because a lot of people here are pretty diverse and they have a lot of cool stories to tell. I was planning on coming here on Wednesday or Tuesday until I had someone drive by and say, oh, there's people in line already. So we rushed on over because we knew they weren't going to be in the lot.
If you got here that early, please tell me that you're getting one of these cards.
Oh yeah, I am. They gave us these vouchers, and they said yesterday that they finally were able to tell us that they had 26. 26
units in the store.
Yeah, and for the 3080 launch, they said they had 85. So the 3090 is obviously a lot more limited.
So there's only 26 people getting a card today from this store. Why are there so many more than 26 people out in front of it?
I don't know, people just kept showing up. We kept trying to explain to them that the list is already full, and I guess the store didn't want to dissuade people from being there because they said they could get a batch of cards at any minute because they have no control over when they arrive.
Interesting.
So people were just being optimistic. A lot of people were hounding the list of 26 people to see if anyone was going to leave, and of course, it's not happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Have you ever done something like this for a GPU launch, like waited out in line this long?
No, I have tried online back when I got a 1080 Ti, and that was pretty hard until one day I just refreshed it and got it on when I guess they got lucky when they restocked it. Right. I have done Black Friday stuff in the past, but it's nothing like this, never this early.
How would you sort of describe the energy here, like for the past couple days? What's it been like?
The first day, people were pretty gloomy. They're like, oh, I have to be here early and chilling. And then around the second or third day, everyone kind of knew each other's names. We knew who was who. We knew no one was going to cut in front of us. And it was kind of like a little party. Everyone was just sitting there. We had a guy with a full-on projector setup and couch. A lot of people have common interests, gaming. We did have our own little dramas. Like some people were trying to cut. Some people were just angry about the line situation. And I get it. They were here all week trying to get a 3080 and they didn't.
What do you do for bathrooms?
They let us in the morning and at night.
Oh, okay.
And then also some people drive. The line has mob rule, so the store didn't really want to get involved with controlling the line as long as there was no conflicts. So we made a plan where every hour, if you weren't checked in, you would be marked off the list. So you were able to leave for up to an hour.
I find that really fascinating that you guys kind of created your own laws. Like you sort of built a small community here with your own rules and stuff, and people were actually abiding by them, it seems like, most of the time. That's pretty cool. Did you happen to try buying an RTX 3090 or a 3080 online when they launched?
Actually, I believe almost the entire line was on their phones when the 3090s went up at 6 a.m.
Wow.
And I didn't see a single one get one.
What? Not a single person?
Not a single person. person on their phones at least. And some of them have even told me they had set up their Best Buy to be already locked and loaded,
Right.
and it just went right by them.
At exactly the same time, all the third-party reviews and benchmarks went live. Were people also looking at their phones and looking at how the actual card performs?
There was some people that were looking at them. For the most part, the group kind of had its own little group chat, and there was a few leaks online of some people that have gotten them through other means, and there was already full numbers, like easily a week in advance. So everyone pretty much knew what they were getting. For me, the main thing I'm getting it for is not only is it just a bump from the 3080, if that extra like $800 saves me from buying a 4080, I'll do it. I usually try to skip a generation and buy the best one.
It's a good call. What CPU are you playing with it?
I have a 9900K that's delidded and direct die,
Oh, there you go.
so it's ready.
Oh man, you're making me feel really short right now. All right, so what's your name?
My name is Sean Swan.
Sean, man, what time did you get here?
I got here at 11 o'clock yesterday,
Okay,
thinking I was going to be early,
11 o'clock a.m. or p.m.?
a.m.
Wow, so you've almost been here for a full 24 hours now.
Yeah, pretty much, and so tired.
And was the, I'm sure, was the line pretty long at that point when you got here?
The line, when I got here, I ended up getting 91st and my girl 92nd in line in order to try to get the 3090.
Right.
And then they had a separate line for the 3080.
Yeah.
And that list was fortunately, we got in 19 and 20. But the thing is that there's really there was no 3080s truly delivered. The only 3080s came on the delivery basically when the 3090s came, which is last week on the. So basically, we're all hoping for that magical delivery that came in the morning, because every morning there's that chance. You know what I mean?
So if the delivery didn't come, did they give you like vouchers instead, or do you have to come back another time and try again?
Oh yeah, this is straight up to us. There is no vouchers for the week.
The guy I was just talking to who's been waiting in line, he said that this morning everyone was like, pretty much everyone in line was on their phones at 6 a.m. trying to buy the RTX 3090 online. Were you one of those people?
I gave up on that because there was every time we saw the sites go up, they were just going out. They were going down immediately. They were sold out. Hey, we have it. Look, it's in the cart. Psych.
Right. Almost seems kind of pointless at this point, right?
Yeah, the bots got that game right there.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the whole bot situation with scalpers and everything?
I feel like this is something that honestly is just not going to stop as technology gets better. Me as being a computer programmer, oh my gosh, he got a freaking 3090. I'm so jealous.
Nice. I'd like to thank the Academy.
I'm feeling that in the future that the bot situation is actually going to get worse because as technology gets better. I'm a programmer myself, so as technology gets better, the hackers and the bot makers are just going to find better ways to avoid CAPTCHA and all that type of stuff. So they're gonna make a way to stop the CAPTCHA. The botters are going to find a way to get around it because technology, the artificial intelligence, thanks to NVIDIA, it's getting so sweet these days that this is just the way it is. So if you want to get in on the game, you're going to have to learn some Python.
You know, I think we all hope that you're wrong, but you're probably kind of right. So we'll just have to see how it shakes out. But you know, I know you didn't get one today, but best of luck in the future. I hope you get one.
I'm number 5 in the 380 Ti list. So I'm crossing my fingers that magical FedEx bus just came and delivered some express magically. So there's still hope in the air.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
All right, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Reed.
Reed. So when did you get here, man?
Oh boy, 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Okay, and you're one of the lucky few that actually snagged an RTX 3090.
Yeah.
One of the last. What's it been like for the last 3 days?
It's been great, honestly. Everyone's been great. Really good people. We had a really good system in place, and everyone, you know, abided by the rules and kept the system and kept the line going and stayed up all night hanging out, and it's been fun.
Nice. What are you planning to use the RTX 3090 for?
It's actually for work, video production.
I heard. Well, have you seen the reviews and benchmarks that have come out this morning?
I have kind of seen some, but no sleep for like 3 days. The numbers.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd be happy to hear that based on a lot of the reviews that I've been watching this morning, it seems like this is definitely a workstation GPU first and a gaming card second. So a lot of people are actually recommending it more so if you're going to be doing something like 4K and 8K video editing and that sort of thing. That's actually going to utilize all that VRAM. So you seem like the ideal, perfect customer for this card.
I promise I will also play Minecraft on it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna, you know, put it to waste.
Just hypothetically,
Yeah.
if someone in this line, someone here just wanted to buy your card For what amount would you sell it for? Just like right here, right now, just instantly.
Me personally, I only sell things at MSRP, even when I sell things below MSRP when I'm getting rid of my old inventory. So I wouldn't morally be able to do it, but it would have to be at least $5,000. I mean, at least $5,000. And even then, it's like, I don't know, what's 3 days of my life worth?
Right, exactly. Well, I've got $7,000 for you in cash right now if you want to give it up.
Briefcase in the back of your
I'll
trunk?
just do it right here. $7,000 can be yours. What do you say?
No. Wait, okay, in 2 days after I play a little bit of Minecraft.
Can I get that in writing? No, yes. I'm just kidding. I wish I had $7,000.
Yeah, right? I'm like, is this serious?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Microcenter. Happy birthday to you. Jensen.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the love.
What's your name?
Armand.
Armand. So Armand, I noticed that you were carrying around this big sort of poster board thing. What's this all about?
This is the BF list.
The BF list, 3090 check-in.
Yeah, we started around Monday night. It's now Thursday morning. And once we reached about 15 people, we figured we should kind of come together and decide on some rules collectively. We had a list, we had check-in times, you know, so people could go get food or use the bathroom, whatever. If you don't show up for the check-in, you get marked off, you lose your spot. I think we had, at some point, as many as 100 people waiting for 26 cards, so we had an elaborate roll call system. We even have a website where you could see the updated wait list.
I feel like this is something that would never happen in any other line that was not tech related. Only a bunch of geeks putting their minds together would have come up with
Would make a
this
website just for waiting for a graphic. The website was Ellie.
Nice.
Yeah,
Awesome idea.
Like the chief tech officer.
Were there any defectors? Were there any people who just didn't like this idea, who weren't about it?
Yeah, for sure. The defectors started showing up maybe after the first 25 were here. But if everyone agrees on a set of rules, you know, a single outsider can't really upend the system.
Exactly. It's democracy, you know?
Yeah, it actually was really democratic.
That's fascinating. That's actually really, really cool. Were you actually one of the lucky ones to get an RTX 3090 today?
It was a lucky one to get an RX 3090, yeah. Gonna put it in my build and get plus 1% FPS.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
You know, as I talk to more people, it seems like everyone understands what they're getting. They know it's not the price to performance, you know, value king that, you know, that maybe the 3070 will be, and they're okay with that, and you're okay with that. And
we've all accepted it at this point.
Exactly, and it's really just about having the best that's readily available, being an early adopter. There is something I think kind of unique and special about that.
We informed ourselves through the leaks, and then eventually NVIDIA even said on their blog, hey, only plus 10-15%, so everyone by the end was informed.
Well, awesome, man. Congrats on the new card. Hope you enjoy it.
Thanks.
Hi, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Ellie.
Ellie, all right. So you were apparently the mastermind behind the online check-in website. Or could you actually just briefly explain what the website is, what it does, and how it helped you guys throughout this process waiting in line?
So the idea was just that there's a long list, and whenever people were getting crossed out, we wanted to have the ability to show people their updated numbers. And so the idea was, once somebody got crossed out on there, I just set up a Google spreadsheet, had a tiny URL redirect to it, had it in protected view, and once they missed the check-in, the line just moved up on there. It's nothing too complicated. Like I said, it's still up right now. I think at the max it had 120 people on there total, but the idea was just to give visibility. On there we also had a copy of the rules, we had a copy of the check-in times, and just kind of kept following along with that. It kind of was also to help be a little bit more COVID safe, so not everyone was crowding around and they could follow along whenever we were doing the check-in, so there were no shenanigans.
Was that all happening automatically, or did people have to manually check themselves in and out, or you were handling everything?
I was handling the actual management of the list. He, between Armand and another person, Michael, who were doing the roll call, whenever they would say that someone wasn't here, I was just following along, moving it up, and making sure that happened.
Have you done this for any other event or line like this?
No, I just was thinking about it because we were here for the 3080s, and there was a similar check-in list like this. And one of the things that kind of seemed a little bit sketchy whenever we first arrived was just that there really wasn't transparency in the list. It was basically 4 little pieces of paper floating around, and my thought process was, if I were doing this, I would want it to make some way for people to see it. So it's not just a trust system, you know?
One of the managers, he said he was checking our status constantly, even when he wasn't here, and he sent it to corporate. So maybe it'll inspire them to be more hands-on about the line.
Well, viewers at home, if you're watching this and this does become a huge trend that blows up, she was the one that created it. Too bad we'll never know what she looks like. All right, so apparently there was some drama. It wasn't all horseshoes and rainbows and everyone's in Candyland in line. There were a couple dramatic moments. I think you have one to share with us, right?
So it was actually the same guy who decided that they wanted to write their name, their buddy's name, and leave. On the day we arrived here, someone came up to the line, you know, set up their chair, and decided to say, "All right, I'm fourth in line." We had one other person in line who decided that they were just not going to have it. They went, "Oh, no, you're not. What makes you think that you could just sit here and say that you are fourth in line?"
Nice. Shut the up, dude. Why don't you make me?
Because you're not worth my time.
Yeah. That's a real excuse.
Imagine fighting over a
No, I'm not fighting over anything. I'm fighting over your attitude. You throw a chair down and tell everybody here that you're fourth in line?
For the 30-80.
You guys feel like that's fair?
For the 30-80, you dumb.
So are we.
And, you know, a lot of words were exchanged, and unfortunately we all, you know, were trying to sleep. This was Tuesday, almost like 2-3 in the morning.
Wow, so it must have been, so everyone heard it, because it must have been really quiet out here.
There was maybe like 14, 15 people.
Did it ever get close to becoming a physical confrontation?
Yes, it did, actually.
Really?
It got very heated. It really got very heated.
I know that dumb. I'm asking about everybody else.
You call my son a dumb again, you're gonna be wearing your chair for a freaking dress, dude. You're the dumb that walked up here and put yourself in fourth when you didn't even ask anybody else here. These people didn't cut in front of us because they got here and
No
go,
one's cutting
"Gee, what
in
are you
front
here
of you."
for? Batteries? Get over there and freaking get in line. Shout and quit whining like a little.
No fists were thrown though?
No. Fortunately, when I stepped in, that kind of, you know, it diffused, you know, his steamroll on David's dad, actually. So it was really bad.
That would piss off anyone, to be honest. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you guys and not him. All right, Michael. People keep pointing to you and saying you should interview him because he's done great things.
I love you, Dad.
Oh my God.
What's been your role in all of this?
Well, I was inspired by last week's launch, the 3080. I didn't get one, and they were doing roll call and all that, so I kind of stepped up to do something similar to last week. When I arrived here, I was number 10 on the list. It was time to do roll call 1 hour, and I just volunteered to read out the names.
That's a pretty important job, keeping tabs on who's here and who's not, because that could make the difference between getting a card and someone not getting a card.
Exactly, and the list was pretty unofficial, so it was pretty cool that everyone agreed that if you sign your name on this list, you're kind of agreeing with your place in line, and everyone upheld that. So it was pretty good that people were civilized in that sense.
What's it been like for you this whole week? Has it been fun? A lot of people are saying it's been a blast.
It was fun for me. I've never camped out for anything before, and it was just fun contributing to the community and just, you know, bringing waters for everyone, just walking around, see what everyone's talking about. Someone had a projector playing anime, and then last night someone had a projector against the wall building, and they were playing games. So it was really fun. It was almost like a fair. It was like a mini fair.
And you did get one of the 3090s?
I did get one of the vouchers.
Awesome, dude. Well, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I will.
How much are any of you guys willing to sell your vouchers for?
Your hand in marriage. And 2 pigs from your father.
Wait, you're asking him how much he's willing to sell his voucher for a 3090?
Here.
Anyone here? So these are all voucher holders.
Anyone who's a voucher holder here, how
Well,
much
he already
are you
set the
willing
bar
to
high
sell?
at $7,000.
5,000?
5? Okay.
They're getting their Venmo out.
How much are you guys willing to pay for one?
Just tell us the price, and we can work together.
Any takers? These ladies are handing you a blank check. 5. He's saying 5. $5 sold. Are these the first guys you've asked, or have you asked other people too?
We have asked other people, and they don't want to sell.
No one else wants to sell. Are these GPUs for you guys, or for people you know, or
No, they're for people we know.
for people you know? Okay. All right. So they've sent you here.
Yeah.
They've made you do their dirty bidding.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope if you do get someone to sell you one that you get a cut of that portion.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, ladies.
Thank you.
So we were talking earlier off camera just briefly about a lot of people who are coming here holding out for hope. Can you give us the context of the situation?
There was a 26 allocated amount. Those people were accounted for. We still had up to 100 people waiting just in high hopes that there might be an extra shipment coming in or a FedEx drop shipment trying to get in there as well.
Wow. So just on the off chance that the truck happens to be pulling up as they're coming up to the store.
Correct.
You also said that you had a crazy deal on OfferUp. What was that about?
A buddy of mine, we were sitting there, we're like, hey, let's just go ahead and see your number 18. Let's go ahead and see what we can get for number 18 on OfferUp. Yeah, hypothetically, offers trickled in. The first one was like a lull. It was like $15. Then it got 200. 400, 700, and then at the highest offer, somebody offered me $1,200 for just my spot in that line.
Just a spot. At that point, did you already know that there were 26 GPUs in there and that you were going to get one?
Yeah, at that point, we already knew. Okay. Still wasn't ready to let it go.
Right. If you didn't have that information, if it was still a 50-50, would you have taken it?
Great question. I don't think I would have, because I was already endearing, going already 28, 30 hours into this wait.
You were committed.
Committed.
002. What's that?
30, got a couple 3080s in stock.
Wait, what?
One more 3090?
Just announced one more 3090 and a bunch of 3080s come in.
Holy crap.
Right
Okay.
A couple of the guys that were here for 3080s, it paid off.
No way.
Some 3080s here, baby.
How many?
I don't even know, but there's a considerable amount.
They just got here.
Just got here.
Oh my God, this is insane. Francisco, right?
Yeah, hi there.
So you just got one of the RTX 3080s that just got here, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been waiting for one?
I got here on, was it Tuesday night? Like at 3 a.m. I come from San Francisco.
And is this the first time since then that the RTX 3080s have shown up?
Yeah, from what I've heard, people have been coming here every single day since they've been released to see if they had them. Because they kept saying they would get them in. They were being shipped, but they never knew when.
Wow, so it was really just roll the dice.
Yeah, roll the dice. And I just came in, I was trying to get the 3090, so I put my name on both lists. And I said, you know what, whatever, I'll stick around. I'm here with my cousin. He got the 3090, so I stuck around, and I ended up getting the 3080. So.
Oh my God. How much longer were you planning to stay here if they didn't show up today?
Well, he got his 3090, and I was defeated already.
Oh, so you were ready to book?
Yeah, I was ready to go.
Dude, that is absolutely insane. Do you know how many they have?
I don't know.
Did they say how many they have?
Yeah, so 5 MSI and
Whoa, say that one more time.
So they got 5 MSI for, I believe it's the 3080s, and then 5 for 3090s.
So they got 5 of each?
Yeah.
I got one, bro.
Did you get one?
Yes, I did.
You freaking got one?
I got one.
No way.
So freaking
Just
pumped.
get on this side.
All right.
I spoke to you just an hour ago, and it looked pretty bleak, right? It looked like nothing was happening. Like it was going to be a slim chance that some 3080s would come in. And right when I was about to leave this parking lot and drive away, I hear a huge roar of applause from here. Apparently, the 3080s just got here, and you got one.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
I don't know if this is confirmed, but I heard someone say that there's only 5. There were only 5 new 3080s.
Fifth one, bro. I was the 5th one.
Fifth
Yes.
one.
And then I'm number 11 right now for a 3090. So we're about to try to get that 3090 right now too, baby.
This is like the most insane 180 I've ever seen.
If I could just join in, what time did you come into the parking lot with us?
I got here at 11 o'clock yesterday.
He got here at 11 o'clock yesterday, and ever since then, he's just been the life of the party.
Oh, I can tell. Look at his shirt. Obviously.
And with no hope. There was no reason for him to stay with us.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely no reason.
I just kept it positive. I was like, you know what? NVIDIA's not going to do me like that, man. They care about me. They want to send us graphics cards. They want us to have this, all right? I'm just a happy camper right now.
You know, sometimes staying positive really pays off.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
So what's going on? Someone's trying to do someone dirty?
Yeah, so what ended up happening was there was a surprise allocation of five more.
Right.
So with that, we were still going to continue for the people that were on the wait list. We were going to honor those people that have been waiting here for days for this card.
Right.
And people tried to then jump to the front of the line and say, well, no, we're in the front of the line. We're going to be getting the card. They
were trying to reset the list, basically?
Exactly.
Wow.
And then people even went and grabbed the list, you know, scratched those ladies' names off.
Wow.
You know, as you saw, it was the same ladies earlier trying to get cards from people.
Right. And those ladies are still here. I think I saw them right over there.
Correct. They are still here.
Wow.
We have people still over there trying to argue now, saying that their name was one of the names on the list, and it's actually a different last name because they saw it was only the first name on there.
Oh my God.
So they're trying to say, no, this was me. But we have actually a master list on a tiny URL of first and last names to go by everything.
The one that that young lady made.
Correct. Wow, so this URL is saving all of this headache, frustration, and anger and cheating that's trying to go on in this line.
Unbelievably awesome.
This new system that we did just helped these ladies that waited for 2 days to get their cards, who almost got cheated out of them.
Incredible. What's your name?
Ryan Collins.
Ryan, so I heard you were one of the lucky few that just got one of the RTX 3080s that just arrived. Is that right?
Sir.
Let me see that voucher. Dude, how long have you been waiting here?
Since Monday at 7:30 p.m.
Oh my God. And how hopeful were you up until this point that you would actually be getting one today?
You know what? I didn't think it was gonna happen. I was just happy that, you know, the people got their 3090s at that point. I was like, all right, that's fine. And then I was excited once they came out. I said, you know, where's the 3080 people?
Were you aware that this is the first time that 3080s have been restocked at this Microcenter since launch day?
Yes.
Over a week ago?
Yeah.
And did you realize that there's only 5 that showed up today?
Yeah.
And you got the first one?
Yes, sir.
I mean, what's going through your mind when you learn of that? Like,
Just a lot of disbelief and like a weight off my shoulders. I didn't waste my time for 3 days.
how do you plan on paying for this now that your job has fired you for not coming in for 5 days?
You know, I'll want the.
You know, I'll stop recording. Okay, I'm on my way home now, and wow, I'm still reeling in disbelief. This has to be one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed surrounding any tech launch in recent memory. It's just absolutely insane how this group of random people who started out as strangers days ago came together and developed a system of rules. I'm really impressed by the efforts that were made by all the people there and how they really came together as a community to make an otherwise chaotic launch day a lot more bearable and enjoyable. As for the GPUs themselves, it seems like these cards are just as difficult to get at a brick and mortar store, and definitely can be more tense at times than trying to buy one online. Obviously, we talked to a number of lucky people today who actually got an RTX 3080 and 3090 in their hands, but for every one of those people, there were many, many more who went home empty-handed. So I suppose time will tell when and if these GPUs will become readily available to the masses, so we won't have to wait in ridiculously long lines for potentially days on end, or get super, super lucky with an online checkout. But that's gonna do it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Toss a like if you enjoyed it, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.